guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a mukbang, sort of. I'm going to be eating some vegan tacos. I just made some tacos. It took me a while because I was doing my makeup and eating and making tacos at the same time and eating the guac that I made while waiting for my tacos, but I have one here. It is beautiful. So it's 100% vegan. This is a flour tortilla. I have some short grain, brown rice, some grilled fajitas. I have some guac that I made myself, vegan sour cream from Tofuti, and then I topped it with some lettuce and some cilantro. And I actually have my favorite green hot sauce that I'm gonna put on top because I just cannot go without hot sauce. I would have used Cholula, but I ran out of Cholula like 2 days ago and I need to get some more. So this is my makeup look for the mukbang. I'm going to be eating my lipstick away. I want to talk to you guys about a few things that I am loving. The lipstick I'm wearing today is actually the lipstick from Pacifica. This is in the shade Natural Mystic, and I am obsessed with their lipsticks, you guys. They actually have shea butter in them, and you can feel it when they're on your lips. I don't feel like I'm wearing chemicals on my mouth. It's so great because I feel like they're really soft, really natural. They have like a sheen finish, but they're really pigmented. So I've really been loving these. I want to give the next shout out to this new brush brand that I have been loving. They actually sent me their brushes, and they are MOTD brushes and MOTD Cosmetics, and they're 100% vegan, 100% cruelty free, certified, and they actually use a really high quality synthetic for their bristles. But I just love that they took the jump to be a vegan and cruelty free brand. They are concerned about the environment. They care about that kind of stuff. So I am really loving these brushes. I actually use them to do the makeup look that I'm wearing right now, and if you guys want to shop the MOTD brushes, there's a link below that you can shop, and you can use code Stephanie for a discount. I fully stand behind them because I love what they're doing, and I think it's so important that we get rid of the animal hair in our brushes. It's not worth it. It is not safe for us, and it's just not fair to them. The last shout out I want to give is to Glamonizers, my brand. This is my glow mist, and I use this for literally everything. I fill this up easily, like once every week, once every 2 weeks, because I go through it that fast. But it is just a shimmering rose water, and I put it on all throughout the day, without makeup. It's the best hydrator you can give your skin. I have really dry skin, and I just love this. So I just wanted to remind you guys, if you need a glow, this is your best friend. I am going to hopefully not ruin my brand new couch, and we are going to get into these questions. I asked you guys questions. I asked you to ask me questions on Instagram and Snapchat, so I hope that people actually asked a few questions, because if not, then I just have no friends, and I'm just going to be sitting here eating my taco, and you guys are going to be listening to the ASMR of me chewing, which I don't really enjoy listening to that, so I don't know who else would. But before my taco gets cold, I'm actually going to attempt to eat. Does anyone else use pillows as like their food holder? Because I do. Hot sauce. I don't know where my life would be without hot sauce. I put it on every single food that I eat. I don't know. It's just, I just have to. Oh my gosh. You know when your taco is so big that you can't even close it? Oh shit. You guys, this is going to make a huge mess. You know what? I'm going to just wipe off part of my lipstick now so that I don't eat all of it. Oh my gosh. So good. Oh nah. You better take your furry ass away. You just ate. You're not eating my taco. I'm not sharing. This is too good. I should probably pull my table closer so that I can make my life easier and actually face the camera while I film this. Go away, Nolly. Move, mommy's gotta do something. Watch out. Back. Go away. Oh, I think I'm breaking my table. I'm praying that my table doesn't fall apart, but I think I have a little bit of a better setup. Try not to get hot sauce on my pillow. These are just the regular technical difficulties. Okay, now I can face forward and actually eat my food. Look at me problem solving. Little things bother me, like the fact that I'm slightly off-centered from the camera. Oh, that's gonna irritate me, which means I'm gonna have to get off my ass and go fix the camera. Okay. I already need to turn the fan on because this is spicy as shit. Let's go on over to Instagram. I feel like this is probably gonna be less of a taco and more of me just eating it off the plate with a fork. Guys, I really hope that some people ask me questions, because if not, that's embarrassing. In case anyone cares or wants to know, my favorite food is Mexican food. So whenever you give me tacos, it's like life. Best thing ever. Taco dip, tacos, enchiladas. I usually eat like bowls a lot where I'll like dip my tortilla chips in it. So good. I eat it so often. What is my favorite thing from Great Sage? Great Sage is my favorite vegan restaurant that's in the Maryland area. I only have 3 things that are like my absolute favorite from there, so I'm just going to list them all. I love their blackened chicken Caesar salad tossed with extra dressing. You guys, it is so good. I also am in love with their Sunday brunch because they have this chipotle chicken burrito with this avocado lime cilantro like crema that they pour on top. And I get extra cilantro on top, and it's beautiful. And then I also really love their buffalo bites. I think those are my absolute favorite things they have from there. And we've been going strong with this relationship of only ordering the same things for like 2 years, so I don't think that's gonna change. Before going vegan, what was your favorite thing to eat that was not vegan? Honestly, Caesar salad. I would eat Caesar salads every time I went to restaurants. Anytime I was out with family, I would always eat Caesar salads just because I have always really liked healthful foods. I've always been a salad person, you guys. How did you come out to your mom? Was she accepting of your relationship? I do not, okay, maybe I don't know if I've ever really like talked about this in a way that would like clarify this, but I do not classify myself as gay, not at all. And the reason is because I feel that not only is it unfair, but it wouldn't be honest for me to act as if I've had the struggles that a lot of women and men that are gay have struggled with their entire life. And I personally would classify myself as bisexual, or queer is the other word for it. I have dated men my entire life, and C is the first girl by gender that I have ever been with. I've kissed girls, but it was more of just leisurely, not because I sexually was drawn to that. So I don't feel like it's right, and I would never personally label myself as gay or ever come out. And the reason I never have is just because I have no reason to take away from what everyone in the LGBTQ community has gone through and struggled with their entire life, trying to come out as who they are, and be openly accepted by everyone around them. I personally, I don't want to take anything away from them. I don't feel like that's right. And so no, I never really came out. I just kind of was like, this is my new person that I'm in love with. My mom loves C to pieces. She always has. She thinks she's hilarious. And so it was never really like, it was never really weird, I don't think, for her. I mean, she's never said anything to me about it. Now it's just normal because we do everything together. We live together. But yeah, I haven't had any pushback or anyone that was neglecting of my relationship with her from my family. I have not had anything negative or anyone that was against it. So I guess you could say I was definitely very lucky in that sense, and that meant a lot to me. But for me, I believe that love is not just loving a certain gender. I believe you fall in love with someone's soul and who they are, and that's why all growing up throughout my entire life, I've never been attracted to women, but it was her. It was her soul. It's who she is that attracts me, and that's why I have no problem seeing, like, being with her. It's not necessarily that I see past that she's a girl, but more so that I just embrace whatever her gender is, just because I love who she is as a person so much. It's not weird. It doesn't bother me. I absolutely love it. It empowers me. And I think it's just really awesome that we have the capability to truly just love is stronger than anything. Sorry, that was a huge rant, but whenever you get me talking about C, it just... When did you realize your sexuality? Okay, so again, I guess you could say that I have always been open to girls, but not open to being with girls. Like, I remember on multiple occasions where I've kissed a girl at school, or like me and one of my friends would kiss each other to like get guys' attention, and stuff like that, but that never necessarily gave me like any pleasure or made me feel like, ooh, I might like her. Like, I never ever found a single girl in high school attractive, or middle school. I just never did. I was never like, ooh, girls, like I like girls too, like I could hook up with girls. That was never my mindset. I just was always boy crazy, and I have always thought men were attractive. And I always say I believe a lot of the reason why I just fell so deeply into this like love with C is because not only is she such a caring, sweet, kind-hearted, generous person, but she's attractive to me like similar to the types of guys that I'm into. Like, she dresses like a guy, she acts like a guy. In the relationship, she takes the stance of a man. So I guess that's kind of why it kind of just went hand in hand. So I did not ever have a realization of my sexuality. I believe that I just evolved into a more well-rounded, open-minded individual who really let love just be love, and I just accept people for exactly who they are. Have you always been a vegan? If not, was changing your diet hard? No, I have not always been a vegan. I have only been vegan for 2 years and 7 months. I've only been vegan for 2 years and 6 months, so I have not always been a vegan. Right away, I just want to say changing my diet was it was the most easy choice I've ever made in my life, because I was choosing to not kill myself. I was choosing to be cancer-free, to be healthy, to be happy, to feel good, to have no remorse, no guilt, and really only be consuming life and positivity, not dead things. So it was very, very easy. I will say there's a lot of foods that you'll try that you'll hate. There's going to be a period of time where your palate is changing and certain things taste weird, certain things taste good, or sometimes something will taste absolutely horrible, and then 3 months into being a vegan, you'll be like, wow, this is the best thing I've ever had. No, definitely not hard. One of the easiest choices I have ever made, and I'll always stick by it because it saves lives. Next question. Can you talk about where and how you find vegan alternatives when you're going to restaurants, grocery stores, etc.? First, I will just say, if you are a new vegan, you are going to get so fed up and just pissed and over it with restaurants. You're going to stop eating out unless you're eating specifically at a vegan restaurant. And it's just because I can't tell you how many times I have personally been lied to by people that work at restaurants. Can you guys stop fighting? Cleo, do not attack your sister. You guys, I can't. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you, child. Noah, come sit down. And it's just because I don't know if they just think it's a joke or if they don't even value it, but I'll ask a simple question such as, are your fries grilled in the same fryer as your meats. And they'll be like, oh no, it's fine. Can you go check? Yeah, I'll go check. They'll come back and say no. And then when you ask a manager or when you get a stomach ache, that's when you find out that no, they're not. They're fried in the same fryer as the raw meat. So just things like that. There is no suggestion other than to get a salad and add veggies to it. You need to be really careful with the dressings. Really ask your questions. If anything is creamy, like honey mustard and stuff, vinaigrettes are usually the way to go, because vinaigrettes are usually just based with oil and vinegar and no dairy. But even then, I just choose not to eat at restaurants unless it's vegan, because I like to eat wholesome food, healthy food, and non-processed foods for the most part. So you can never guarantee that they aren't buying the absolute cheapest stuff. They're buying, I mean, guys, even the salt shakers, the regular salt, it's like iodized salt. That's not real salt. Real salt is Himalayan salt that comes from the mountains. And sea salt, which is like white, thick grain salt. And the white salt that you guys have that's usual table salt is just a chemical compound. No part of that is natural, it's fake. And they also sift sugar and salt through bone char, which is animal bones. So for me, restaurants are an absolute no. I don't even bother, because you always leave with a stomach ache, and there's a lot of cross-contamination that can happen, and you just don't even want to bother. I honestly would always tell you guys, cook over going out to a restaurant that's not vegan, because you'll have way more fun and the food will be safe and it'll taste better. Grocery stores, almost, if not every single grocery store now carries a limited section of vegan items, which is amazing. For example, if you go to Giant, Safeway, Harris Teeter, you can actually find, they have like vegan mayo in this like little cooler. Vegan mayo, juices, spinach, tofu, miso. They have lots of different types of like diet cheese and things like that. And in the frozen section of basically every regular grocery store I've gone to, they have Gardein chicken, which is vegan processed chicken. They have a bunch of the different vegan like burritos, vegan diet pizzas. So you guys can definitely find vegan food basically anywhere. Whole Foods, Food Lion, Safeway, Giant, Harris Teeter, Roots, and Mom's Organic Market. Don't be discouraged, just look around and I'm sure you will find something. So like in a few hours, it'll have like 500, 600, 700 views and a lot of responses, and I won't be filming anymore. So I have been obsessed with the show Jane the Virgin. I watched the entire thing in like 2 weeks, all like 4 seasons. And they have a lot of episodes too. I'm starting to rewatch it because that show just makes me so happy. They're such good actors. It is just the best fucking show. Also, I'm super happy with my fall line that I launched with Glamanizers, because the products are actually so good. And I feel like I'm just getting better and better at making cosmetics and skincare. So I'm really happy about that, because they are fucking bomb. Like, I have started doing essential oil blends, which can be tricky. You have to like get used to it and figure it out. So I'm really happy about that, because we're eliminating all artificial fragrances and only using like earth-derived essential oil fragrances moving forward. Is extremely costly and like super hard, so, but it's so worth it. If you guys have yet to try my fall products, go to Glamanizers, the link is below. I love that my food makes me dance. It's really awesome to eat and not like feel bad about it, and not feel like I'm like eating another living thing that's dead. I'm really full, but I want to go eat more of my guacamole. I'm scared that if I don't eat it all before she gets home, she's gonna eat it and I'm gonna be really hurt. Yum! I don't even want a second one. That was huge. I'm so full. People always think vegans are starving too. I eat, and I get really full when I eat, because I eat a lot. That was a huge ass taco. Oh. Alright, one last check. This was fairly uneventful, and I probably made myself look like no one, like I have no friends by filming this video. I guess that's okay. Who cares? Alright, you guys, I guess that is it. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and watching this mukbang. I hope you liked it. If you do, give it a thumbs up. And if you absolutely hate it, give it a thumbs up, not a thumbs down, because that would make me sad. But just tell me in the comments that this was weird and not to do it again. Because there's like a whole There's like a whole audience for this. Like people really fuck with this. I don't know. I just feel like I never know what to talk about unless people are asking me questions so that it gives me a topic. But if you guys like these, I guess I can attempt to get better at it. Maybe I can tell you guys some story times while I do them. I think that would be more interesting. But thanks for hanging out with me, and please check out my fall collection from Glamonizers down below. And if you guys are interested in those brushes or any of the products that I mentioned in this video, they will be linked below. I love you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. I just love that my pillows are the same size as me. Oh, shit.